When you want something really big, like partnering in the Lockdown Challenge 2020, we can't but be super grateful.
We appreciate you.
Self-Discovery Series 3, Overcoming a Challenge. Hello everyone and welcome to week 3 of the Lockdown Challenge, and a special welcome to those who joined this platform over the past week. I appreciate every one of you and thank you for investing your time with us. The membership keeps growing and we are getting much closer to 2,000 members, and that is amazing. A quick stat on the group so far: we've had over 4,610 posts, about 32,000 comments, 76.1 thousand reactions, and top 10 participants who are doing many of our jobs for us. This is what I call participation and big engagement from you all. And a big round of applause to everyone. So, my name is Jide Giwa. I'm an entrepreneur and a public speaker. I've said this before, but I'm so glad to be part of this great initiative, particularly seeing young lives transform for the better. For those who have not listened to my previous 2 audios, please go back and listen to them. I'll give you a quick recap on last week's topic, which was on the power of the mind. We focused on how the mind is so powerful that your dreams and destiny is engineered from there. I explained that a few of us have deposited the wrong things in our mind and that we need to fill it with positive things. We also spoke about how to claim back our focus, our dreams, our self-worth and esteem from fear. We go even deeper by acknowledging that we should get rid of the naysayers and get positive mentors into our life, including changing your beliefs about being a failure and finally transforming your mind by dreaming big and achieving great things. Today, we're talking about overcoming a challenge. To be honest, this was the first topic I wanted to discuss, but I felt the urge to talk about time management to set the foundation for later topics. The essay you have been asked to do for the competition is a challenge. Academic success is a challenge. Owning and running a successful business is a challenge, and overcoming setback is a challenge as well. However, it's our responsibility to find a solution to any challenge we find ourselves in. Let us understand what challenge is. The English dictionary defines challenge as the situation of being faced with something that needs great mental or physical effort in order to be done successfully and therefore test the person's ability. Consequently, our ability to overcome this obstacle is what matters the most. The world presently is facing a huge challenge of overcoming a pandemic, which the coronavirus, and many efforts are being put towards this, and I am sure with time we shall overcome it. The recent murder of a black man, George Floyd, by police officers in the US has raised concern of the challenge of injustice and police brutality against black lives. This shows that overcoming racial injustice bring a big obstacle that has been there for centuries. It is unfortunately going to take a very long time before the barriers of racial injustice can be broken. However, we as individuals can ensure that we overcome the barriers in our lives. Based on my experience of life so far, I know the world is not all rosy and challenges can come from all angles, and I can only give you from my point of view. Over the past couple of years, I've been overcoming a challenge of unemployment, and I decided this was not going to make me depressed. I filled my mind with motivational things, and I went out there and I got entrepreneurial. Though there were some dark days, but I had the support of my family, particularly my wife. To those of you who are not yet married, here's a word of advice for you. Ensure you marry a smart person, because if things are not going right for you today, it will go well for the other person tomorrow. It is just the fact of life. I've also learned a life principle that when you fall backwards due to a challenge, ensure you walk your way forward. The key point here for overcoming a challenge is first you believing you have the power of overcoming it, and that is by having the right mindset. The essay some of you are about to submit requires you to have a word limit, and that on its own is a big test for some of you to get to, and I understand it. It could be hard, trust me, I do. But the breakthrough could be denying yourself of that extra sleep, or ensure you watch the academic video one more time, or better still, doing an extra research might be the key to overcoming that mental challenge. Second point is to see yourself being victorious. How you do that is by knowing who you are. Admit your limitations and work on improving them. If you know that constructing a sentence is a struggle, then start writing early so that the more you read over your work, the better for you perfecting the work. Remember, you need to make A while the sun shines and incorporate the do it now approach. So, do not wait until a couple of days before the deadline. By now, you should be on draft 3 as it is week 3 of the challenge. Thirdly, remember your vision. The challenge might look too big today, but there is always a light in the tunnel. Never give up. Ensure you are not the obstacle to your breakthrough. When the going gets tough, try to learn something new. Do not repeat the same old mistakes you made previously. As I said in one of my previous messages, it is better to be prepared for an opportunity and not to be prepared when that opportunity comes. Finally, in overcoming a challenge, you need to make the ultimate sacrifice. And that sacrifice is for you to tell yourself that not even your brother or sister will stop you from achieving your goal. You might have to let go of some of the things you hold dear. It could be a possession or anything. If you're a man or a woman of faith, hold on to your God. Believe He will see you through the trying time. I did not forget my quote. I heard this from one of the speakers on the George Floyd funeral, and he said, "You will never experience light until you have been through the midnight." Therefore, a challenge will come, but it will definitely come to pass. So stick to it and do not let it stop you from achieving your goal. I have another quote as well. Everything will be okay at the end. If it is not, it is definitely not the end. That is powerful. Keep pushing. That brings me to the end of this session. Thank you all for listening, and I have a question here for you all. Please let me know a time when you overcame a big challenge. Kindly leave your comments below, and I'll return next week with the last of the series, which is on finding your purpose. Thank you, and God bless.